It does so many things. It keeps the dog from being destructive at home because they get to go somewhere and do things and come home and be tired and calm and just relaxed and happy. It gives the owner a chance to bond with the dog doing something constructive. So instead of no, Fido, it's yay, Fido, which turns the whole bonding thing around. Much less likely to let them wander, much less likely to turn them into a shelter if you're actually out doing things with them.
Hi guys, and welcome to A GoRUFFLY Pilgrimage.
So, what is this backdrop here? This is glamorous. This is the source of
black capes back here.
Yes, we'll get to that. So this is the source of a little bit of altercation here of ordinarily, you know, we'll be in these rural settings, this beautiful outdoors, and it just makes for a gorgeous backdrop. But not always. No. And in this case, we're in Reno, Nevada, where we picked up the trail, the Whimsy trail now, and we find ourselves at this cute little Airbnb with a bit of a backyard. It's great. Is it particularly scenic in any way? No, it is not.
No, but we picked it because it does have a backyard for Whimsy, and this is where we are.
And so we could try and find like the one tree and, you know, right angle it just such that it looks like we're in the middle of a rainforest.
It would have looked like that.
But really,
but no, you get this. You get the black capes on the bikes.
Now, why the black capes? And that does sound better than covers. So these capes, just because now it's of interest, these capes are our blackout curtains, and we use them in potentially sketchy scenarios where we don't want anybody to see the bikes, right? And so a normal motorcycle cover is reflective and draws attention.
No, we're trying to limit that.
This is very Dark Knight type of...
Yes. And the area is like semi-sketchy, and we've had a neighbor tell us that his motorcycle got stolen last year.
We pulled in first evening, and he came over, really nice guy, and he said my Sportster was stolen right out front.
Yeah.
And we're not like scared people in that sense, but it just...
But we have the cape, so why not put them on?
And why not take it off for the filming of this? Well, I guess because it becomes a topic, right?
Anyhow.
And laziness. So let's get to what the point is. So this is the last episode of A GoRUFFLY Pilgrimage. And it's really kind of a explosive episode. It's a action-packed and I think heart-packed episode.
Heartfelt?
Packed?
Sure.
Episode. Who do we visit? So we start out with SUP.
Yeah, with Samantha. Yeah, we finished off with her in the last episode. She's in this one now.
Yes. Then we go to the California Service Dog Academy.
Yeah, where they do service dogs and for veterans as well. So people who are suffering from PTSD.
And other disabilities, right? And so that's, I mean, that hits hard, okay? From there, we go on to the Unstoppable Dogs.
Yeah.
And this honestly is one of these things where I think you'd think that it's very sad. Oh, what a downer.
These are all dogs that have disabilities.
And yeah, it's just going to be sad. And it is absolutely not. It is the most uplifting, inspiring, and just positive thing you can experience. So that's coming up. And then finally...
Dock diving.
Dock diving.
So we went up to the desert, the high desert, to see a dock diving sort of competition / training.
Yeah.
And it was it's something that we need to do with Whimsy someday.
Just pure fun, just phenomenal. And actually, from there, you got to stick around because then we continue on and we start a movement with Whimsy. I almost said Moxie.
Mm-hmm.
We start moving with Whimsy, and we actually have our first bear encounter of GoRUFFLY Around the World.
Season 4.
Yeah, so that's kind of a sneak peek at the end to the beginning. Stick around.
I think we've come to the right place.
My name is Samantha Eastburn, born and raised in Arizona. Growing up, going to lakes every summer. So I absolutely love being outside, love being on the water. I got on a paddleboard one day and they wanted to start giving out lessons. So I did like a 2-day course, became a certified instructor. And on one of my off days, I brought Jack and he loved it. So I just thought I could take other people out with their dogs. So I started as like a meetup and just to see. I have you hold your dog and we push you away. Then I'm gonna see how you two are, calm both your anxieties, and then you're gonna let go of your dog. And what happens is a lot of them go to touch the water, they think it's the ground, it is not. They nosedive, the life vest brings them up, they're like, whoa! What was that? Even if they like the water, a lot of dogs just, it shocks them. You pull them back up, they're like, oh. Now, typically we say it's one and done. They do that once, realize they can't go anywhere, you pull them back on the board, they're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna stay here with mom. Then we will go over what to do if your dog tries to swim away, what to do if you both fall in, what to do if a big boat goes by you, if a boat's coming right at you.
So, Seth, practice your balance. You can step right off the side.
Every kind of breed has a little thing. Frenchies like to bite the paddle.
Oh, no way.
And then Goldens love to swim, you know, and then you keep pulling up and they just get heavier and heavier. Now, there are some dogs who are crazy pack animals or very vocal. Like this one lesson, the Corgi was just like, Mom! And then Dad, what is going on? I took out this really awesome Brazilian couple and they had a Rottweiler. And the Rottweiler was already kind of nippy, I could kind of tell. We get out on the water and he fell in and goes to the mom but started biting my board. So pit bulls get lockjaw. Everyone's heard that, but Rottweilers, they can press down to like 1,000 pounds. They have the strongest jaw. So it was like this shark eating my board. And I'm like, oh, I have never seen this happen before. Oh gosh. So then I pull the dog on my board, try to get him to me, and he bites my board.
When Sam was talking about how she trains the dogs to do SUP with Pup, I felt like it was really similar to how you would train your dog to ride in the cockpit. It's all about being together. Your dog wants to be close to you, but there's also that feeling of feeding off of each other's energy. So if you're anxious out there on the water, your dog's gonna get anxious, you're gonna wobble all over the place, and it's the same thing on the bike.
This is where I admit that I've been harboring a little bit of an anti-SUP prejudice. We used to see them do it on Lake Atitlan, and I just kind of felt like, okay, you stand there and you just paddle, like, what else do you do? You know, I'm used to the motorcycle, you're zipping around, whatever. But in the very brief time that I was out there trying it myself, it's a lot more physical than it appears. So yes, Sam was extremely successful in converting me that I would do it again. I'm actually interested in doing it again. And I feel humbled for having a narrow mind. When we started with the Canine Moto Cockpit motorcycle dog carrier, we were reached out to by a lot of veterans, and it surprised us. It sort of was this touch point into a world of dogs engaging with individuals coming back from conflict zones, and the positive bond that was created there, and those individuals wanting to bring that dog with them as part of their ride, as part of their mental health activities. And so we needed to come to a place where they specialize in that and could sort of inform us and teach us more about what happens there.
My name is Bridget Bronco. I work for California Service Dog Academy, and I run the veteran program, which is called our Sentinel Dog Service Dog program. We're able to provide service dogs to veterans absolutely free of charge. Not only can we provide service dogs, but we can help a veteran train their own dog to be a service dog as well. Not only are we able to address the psychiatric issue, but we can help with those other symptoms as well. And so all the types of dogs we provide kind of encompass a whole area of, improving health and well-being no matter what they need.
We have had clients that will have episodes where perhaps they fall straight to the floor and they're having an anxiety attack, or they're feeling overwhelmed. Maybe they get the tunnel vision, like they're going to pass out. Typically, when they go to the ground, the dog will just lay on top of them and do deep pressure therapy. That's just to bring them back to reality a little bit. Sometimes it's nightmare interruption, which is why we have the pull-out couch over here, which is have people lay down and mimic what they would typically do if they're having nightmares.
So a lot of people who come into the program have this very specific idea of things that they want to do, very specifically. I want to be able to go to the grocery store by myself. I want to be able to go to the movies and not have to worry about the loud noises.
A lot of what we do is just getting him to learn how to go beside the chair, to heel next to it, this way, and around. Walking apart, it's just going to be camping next to me to pick things up, at least in the sense that this client needs help for me to drop things.
Thank
Yes,
you.
and you can give it back to him. There is a danger to dropping a card and having a dog pick it up. You're going to get some shoe marks.
Take it, Jess. Okay. Come.
It ends up becoming so much more than just that goal. Obviously, they hit that goal, they reach that goal, but the joy, the ability to be comfortable in places they wouldn't have even thought to approach. You know, it's not just I want to go to the grocery store, it's I can go to the grocery store, so let's try them all now.
We typically do like a restaurant training right here where we'll just have dogs come in, go under the table, and typically when we're doing a public access test, we go to the mall, go to the food court, put some pizza on a plate, slide it right up to the dog. We practice here just to do an introduction to the public access testing, then we go and proof it at the Visalia Mall. Okay, get it.
Yeah.
Yes, good boy. We've had people that were reluctant to take a dog as we don't let clients request a breed.
Because of the association of, you know, military toughness, right? We see more people like, I can't have this fluffy looking poodle, you know? This is a true story. We had a veteran that we determined a standard poodle would be the best fit, and she was gonna drop out of the program. So we talked to her and encouraged her, you know, just meet this dog we have picked out for you. And after a few months of training with us, she pulled me to the side and just said, I love this dog so much. I'm so proud of the work that I've done with her. And she could not stop, like, just gushing over this dog. It was the best feeling in the world.
I don't understand why every time we come to one of these events and there are dogs everywhere, they always want to go to Greg first. Like, I'm dying to love these dogs. I want them to come and love me, and it's like I feel like I put that energy out there asking them to come. And maybe that's like a huge turnoff because I don't think Greg feels the same way, and they all gravitate towards him and not me.
It's not you, it's me, Jess. This may not appear to be much to a human female, but to a dog, this is the most attractive mug that you could possibly have. So it's not your fault, it's not my fault, it's just I was born into it.
We were doing really well with the timing. We were on our way to go and see the Unstoppables today. Greg's mom came to pick up little Whimsy for her adventure for the couple of days that we're gonna be out and about. Everything was going well, and unfortunately, her car got caught on that seam. So it pulled off that cover that was under the engine, and now Greg is doing his best to MacGyver, because that's what he does best, so that they can get home.
So my name is Debbie, and I have a pack of dogs, which I call the Unstoppable dogs, and they are unstoppable because they all are survivors of abuse. They're all disabled. And come here, guys. Wait, cut. Come here, guys, over here. Come here, everybody over here. Pop. Stevie treats. They are survivors of abuse. They're all disabled, but I call them, they're super abled is really what they are, because there's really nothing that stops them. They are completely able to do anything almost that a dog that's able-bodied can do. Stevie treats! Stevie! Here. Here's Stevie here. Okay. And they also are the ambassadors to my nonprofit organization, Dream Ventures.
There is more here than meets the eye. There is something here to behold.
And they are giving hope and joy and inspiring people all over the world, as well as all the outreach programs that we currently do. We work with disabled children, disabled adults. We go to work with our seniors, we go to children's hospitals, we go to schools, and work with kids with disabilities and try to empower them to be the best that they can be.
I remember the sweeter days.
There is nothing that can stop them. They're unstoppable, just like these dogs. Get over here. Come on, Stevie. Stevie, treat. Stevie. Stevie, nobody wants to play with you. Come on, Stevie, treat. There we go. They are just inspiring people all over to be empowered, that there's nothing that you can't do if you put your mind to it, because these dogs do everything. There's nothing that stops them. Stairs, water, they go to the beach, they run through the waves, they go on the trails, they go hiking. It's just incredible what they're able to do.
Just a quick time out to tell you about A GoRUFFLY Pilgrimage post-game show.
So we've teamed up with Wolfgang Bakery, and one of their experts is going to sit down with us and answer all of our questions and your questions that come up as we visit these extraordinary activities. So leave your comment down below.
Yep.
Email us at info@GoRuffly, and we'll answer as many as we can.
These dogs have a variety of issues. We have dogs with spinal injuries, so severed spinal cords, broken backs, which those dogs all are incontinent. And then I have dogs that have had trauma from humans where they are missing limbs. So those dogs are not incontinent because they don't have spinal damage, but they have other challenges which we address using prosthetics or wheelchairs to give them the best quality of life possible. My lifelong career is a dog trainer in the motion picture industry, and I have a company called Pause for Effect, which I started in 1995. Some years later, I started my nonprofit Dream Fetchers in 2005 after being invited to an event at the St. Jude Children's Hospital to do a fundraiser to raise money for the hospital. And I was invited after a big movie that we had done, and they wanted the dog to come because they felt that that dog would be a draw for people because the movie had just been released. It was a Disney movie. So people would come in to see the dog, and that's where I had the epiphany. That's where my life was changed, because I saw the power of dogs with children. Huge. Let's introduce the dogs to you all right now. We have Elliot from Egypt. We have Pop from Tijuana, Mexico. We have little Super Stevie down here, and he's from Oakland, California. We have Zeke, who is from Curacao, the island of Curacao. We have Sydney, also known as Bunny Pop, from California. We have Eddie, who's from California, and we have Petey, who's from San Miguel, Mexico. And these are the Unstoppable dogs.
And island in the flood, we are running free.
You got it dressed.
Days of thunder here.
Right? There it is.
We are running. The time and place is now. All this beauty we have found.
So I'm filming here, and I'm getting really good at sort of filming and loving Sydney at the same time. Okay, I really feel like I can walk and chew gum.
Alright, catch the horizon.
The way that Debbie handles her dogs, it's really inspiring. When you see how she deals with these 7 dogs, sometimes they have an accident and they need to poop right then and there, or they flip over because they hit the stump of the tree.
There isn't a moment where you see the dogs and think that they feel even a bit of shame or self-pity about their circumstance. They are just dogs, and they are happy and excited and doing what dogs do.
Whatever it is, she just makes everything very fun and just normal for these dogs. And you don't see any anxiety in them or any of those issues. They're just living their best life, and she's helping them do that. We're here in Phelan, California, and we're here at High Desert Dog Sports to see their dock diving event, where they leap off and they jump into the water and see how far that they can go for distance. So we're gonna check it out, and today is a beautiful day to do it because it is hot.
Good girl. I started High Desert Dog Sports in 2018 because we have a horrible, horrible problem with stray dogs, loose dogs, people dumping dogs, all of that, because there's so much open area. They can do it without being seen, and it's all anonymous, and they never get caught. So what our goal in starting High Desert Dog Sports was to give dogs a job.
April talks about your dog having a job, and that's truly it. They want to work. They really do. They want something to do and focus on, and this place gives us this in such a variety that there's something for every dog here.
It does so many things. It keeps the dog from being destructive at home because they get to go somewhere and do things and come home and be tired and calm and just relaxed and happy.
We'll be done today at 4:30, probably about 5 o'clock, and they'll go home and they'll go like this. They'll be out.
It gives the owner a chance to bond with the dog doing something constructive. So instead of no Fido, it's yay Fido, which turns the whole bonding thing around.
Everybody's dealing with something.
Yeah.
Everybody truly is, and everybody, no one talks about it a lot. And having a relationship with your dog really helps.
Much less likely to let them wander, much less likely to turn them into a shelter if you're actually out doing things with them.
So, first lesson, life jacket goes on, and a long leash, and April will come down the ramp, get in the pool, and entice the dog with a toy or food, and get them to come up and down the ramp a few times. And once they're comfortable with that, she'll move them over to the dock side, and then they start jumping off the dock.
She had never been in a pool before, so we just came out and they're like, she's a Springer Spaniel.
She's
of course
supposed to like
swim.
water.
She's supposed to like water, but you just started like all the other dogs, and you get in the pool with them. And pretty soon the dog jumps, and then you don't. Then you're running.
I'll carry him in. I've literally carried in a Great Dane. I've carried in a Cane Corso. It's kind of ridiculous. I had one Rhodesian Ridgeback who would only go in the pool if she got the jump from the ramp to me. So it was kind of a mommy catch me thing. That was rough.
It's been amazing. It's a great bond with your dogs. My children are grown, and I'm retired, so this is just, it's an amazing place.
You either come out and you want to be super competitive, or you can come out and just spend the day not worrying about anything.
We haven't been doing it that long, just a year.
Okay.
And we set a mental health goal of getting to regionals. And so this is a total mental health thing for me and my dog.
You don't worry about your house payment. You don't worry about, your son is, doing something else, or somebody's sick or anything like that. You're just here at the moment. And you're here playing with your dog. And the world is good. Life is good. You can deal with all the stress later. For right now, it's just about having fun.
All those things that weigh on us, they just leave you when you're here. So it's magical. It truly is. It's magical. It's healing.
I'm glued. She told me I drank chicken meat. Because we started going everywhere dock diving. I mean, we go to San Diego, we've been to Bakersfield, we're going to go to La Cruces.
You've just been on such a high while you're here. Sometimes it's just overwhelming. When I get in my car to leave, I'm just like, this has been the best day ever.
Nobody can stop me. I'm on the move. They know me where I go. Hey, look, it's so-and-so. I've got a pocket full of wishes with a new attitude. No one can stop me now. No one can stop me now. Needle to the groove. Yeah, I got it going on. This is how I run. Waking up at dawn. Staring at the sun. Nothing left to prove. Yeah, I'm moving with the tide. Watch me rise.
The other thing, because I don't have children, so these are my children. They also have cooling jackets.
I have a friend who, She thought you threw your dog in the pool. Because we talk about a good throw. She thought that it was how far you could throw your dog. So I was explaining it. And she goes, now I get it. When you say good throw, it's the toy, not you. And I'm like, I have a small dog.
But imagine you were throwing code on.
Whoosh!
What I've come away with is that it really is a mental health activity for themselves and for their dogs.
This place is an oasis. You've got literally water in the desert, but you also have sort of a mental health desert. Your cares get left behind, and this is a place of mana in the desert. It's all about finding a spot between the teeth where you can grip it and not be torn to shreds. So a GoRUFFLY Pilgrimage ended just the other day, and that leaves us in Los Angeles. And Jess had incredible foresight to get us an Airbnb on this ranch area, 40 acres and a pond and a tukul, a yurt. Tukul is the African word.
It's gonna take us a few days because we're gonna be doing some fishing along the way. Greg's dad and wife are coming along with our new creature who is making all of this racket. We taught her how to ride it in the cockpit. She's gonna be in the car, this shark of a creature.
That's where we're going, and that's where it's gonna be our base for the next month, to train this one to ride and to be obedient and to publish all this wonderful content from A GoRUFFLY Pilgrimage.
Where love takes you, run till it breaks through, dream till it wakes you. One, two, three, four.
So if I can alleviate your anxiety and your dog's anxiety and just put you guys all on one board, let's do that. Or on...
She talks about like tricking your dog a little bit to get onto the paddle, onto the board. It's about sort of like tricking your dog a little bit to get onto that paddle. She was saying the same thing out there on the water is the same thing that I...
We used to see them do it on the lake in
That was the best blooper ever.
I think seeing service dogs with their people, that is really the true something.
This is like almond and pistachio country.
Visalia? Visalia. Visalia?
You're not from here, so you're not
Okay.
expected to say it correctly. You can be a bumpkin.
They have a number of different programs from their, they have a fucking shit.
This is the most attractive mug that you could possibly have. And so it's a good moment to kind of go over some, it's like a little bit of a behind the scenes, I guess, element of GoRUFFLY Pilgrimage. There's really obviously a parallel there that I think that I could cut, right? Why the hell are people coming out here with their dogs when it's blazing like this? It is because the dogs are diving into a pool. What better reason?
Get it!